Mike has a question. It's a little long, but let's get through it. Mike says this: I'm 57 and a normal older aged athlete, meaning I lift a little, stretch a little, walk a little, sound like a Frank Sinatra song here, and play organized sports a couple times a week. I love my life. Isn't that nice to hear? Recently, my youngest went off to university, and I find myself with all the time in the world, Tuesday to Friday. I work extended shifts the other 3 days. My question is as follows. If you had 4 completely free days and wanted to build and maintain your ideal body in all respects of physicality, what would your routine be? My gear consists of multiple kettlebells, free weights, bench, boxing bags, resistance bands, Bulgarian bag, maces, clubs, and a vest. I have a large backyard that I generally work out in, as well as a junk-filled garage. My favorite exercises are the variations of farmer walks. Just in case you think I'm not neglecting my mind. I recently started reading an hour a day and find it soothing and nourishing. I might even try to learn a musical instrument, as I thought I'm completely tone deaf, so I'll practice that one in the garage. I like this idea, folks, about having a 4-day block. There's a couple of ways you can chase it. One thought I had when I read the question the first time is on those 4 days, you might want to take my first thought was this, so the first day is kettlebell day. The second day is Olympic lifting day. The third day is recovery day. And the fourth day would be like powerlifting and heavy lifting. Now, everyone listening, this is important because he wants to train 4 days in a row. My thought was, on the kettlebell work, it's a great way to start a 4-day session because, you can do the ballistics, you can do the grinds, you can do, well, it's a grind, but the Turkish get-up stuff, you can do juggling, you can play around, you can, that exercise you saw online, you can practice, you can get your windmills in, you can get all that fun stuff in, you can get on into the kneeling windmill position and work on some different ideas. You can do the Turkish get down press, make it a fun day where you do a lot of things. You can do the armor building complex and you can do some high rep presses. The next day, if you know how to do them, maybe the ballistic Olympic lifts, snatch and clean. Have some fun with it. Turn yourself into an Olympic lifter. Work your reps up. Enjoy your sets. You had that day before to kind of loosen everything back up, and now you go for it. The third day, in the way you're doing this, I think the third day should be the day where you consciously have a marvelous. I actually teach my athletes that you need to have a high intensity recovery day. Here's what I mean. That would be the day you get your 10,000 steps in one block. At the end of that, you come back to the house. My sauna's on right now. You sauna or hot bath. You are contrast. That's where you go hot water, cold water. That's when you take out the skin lotion and you take your hands and self-massage them and open up every joint. Then you take your feet and self-massage them and open up every joint. I'm just guessing by saying university that you might be from England or Ireland or something, but you can get golf balls there. Here in the States, you can get lacrosse balls, but get on put your foot on those balls and try to open up everything in there. Put your hands on those. Notice I'm starting with the hands and the feet. For different parts of your body, you could self-massage, or you could use a massage gun. Take it really seriously. By the way, while you're doing all this, press the button, have that book on tape so you get an hour or two of reading while you do this. This will be a good day to, what I would do after that is an original strength session. You get on your hands and feet, you do your rocks, you practice your breathing, and you just make it it's funny when I say high intensity recovery. You spend a lot of quality time working on the pieces, the bones, the elbows, make yourself feel better than ever. And then on that fourth day, the last day of this, maybe something like Stephen Court's 3 sets of 3, squat, bench, deadlift, and kind of go after it. If you have good spotters, please be careful on the bench press if you're lifting alone. And then you'll have those 3 days to kind of do that light, medium recovery that most of us just call life. I love the idea. After 50, and let me double check to make sure. Yeah, you're 57. So one of the things I want you to think about too is that my first answer there, the 4-day-a-week, would be somebody who really wants to chase strength. I want to offer one other idea to you. Since you're 57, this might be a real good time in your life to consider a more of a bodybuilding idea. Now, I'm certainly no expert on this, but if you decide to do, it's called now the bro split, which I think is hilarious, but you might want to try an idea like this too. So I gave you the idea from a classic weightlifting sense, and now a little bit more appropriate to being someone over 55, okay? So maybe on the first day, I keep falling back in that, you could make that the day that, that would be the day you maybe do your bench press or incline press, or both, work up to a good incline, and then do like 1 or 2 good sets of bench press with high reps if you're alone. That day, toss in your curls. That day, toss in your tricep extensions and some other fun exercise. And then go for a walk. The next day, generally I would recommend a leg day, whatever that means to you. It could be, that could be goblet squats, front squats, whatever squats you believe in. It could be your deadlift family, but I would keep the reps a little higher. At 57, my brother was deadlifting hard. Well, he's 75 and still deadlifts hard. Whatever exercises, I just bought myself a leg extension machine because that's what my coach told me to do. And so I really enjoy those. Okay, so, and then maybe whatever thing you think you're going to miss, add it there. And on the 3rd day, then maybe that'd be a good day to get another pressing variation. You could do militaries. You could do your rows that day. You can do any other exercises you think you're missing. But then on the 4th day, this is a fun thing, and I got this from Clarence Bass, who I've always thought was a genius, is that you take 80% of the loads you did on the other 3 days and 80% of the reps, and you do 1 or 2 sets of every exercise. For most of us, anywhere between 60 to 80% of what you did so on the incline, you do 60 to 80% for maybe 80% of the reps of the incline press you did on day 1. And you go through all the exercises. So you finish that off with a whole day 4 is a long workout. It's every exercise you did on days 1, day 2, day 3, with 60 to 80% of the load. Kind of depends on who you are and how you're doing it. Basically about 80% of the reps. Again, depends on how you're doing. And then you're done. I would also think if you decided to do any kind of nutritional, if you want to play around with nutrition on this, I would recommend that you go extremely low carb on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And after you finish day 4's workout, that long workout followed by the long walk, have a carb fest, man. Have some fun, enjoy life. This comes from my good friend, Lyle McDonald. It's called cyclical ketogenic dieting. And I got to tell you, for me as a Highland gamer, that was the best nutritional support I've ever done. I would compete in a 0 carb environment, just early antsy. And of course, once I ate, some pizza and drank some beer, I was the happiest guy in the world. So you could really see the drug-like effects that playing around with macronutrients can do to you. Let me know how it goes. I love these. These are just some ideas, but I think both of them have merit. And let me know which one you pick, and let me know how it goes. Thank you.